Hi friends, it's Tim and Helen, and today we want to talk to you about why Zillow stopped buying homes. So back in November, Zillow announced that it will stop buying homes, and it actually cut 25% of its workforce.
And for the record, we are Zillow Premier agents, and so we do work with Zillow a lot. And I personally own Zillow stock, so this is not a knock on Zillow, but we had a lot of questions coming in, asking about what happened to Zillow, why is Zillow leaving the iBuyer workforce or the iBuyer space. So we wanted to take a quick moment. But Helen, what is iBuying?
iBuying is basically a company coming into your house, offering instant cash for the house with a lot of flexibility in closing. And what they usually do is they renovate and then in turn relist it and sell it the traditional way. Yeah,
and we are partners with a lot of iBuyers as well. So when we go on listing appointments, we kind of make it streamlined, and we do give you that option as well. So yeah, it's good for some of our clients that need that are moving out of state, or they don't want to deal with the hassles of COVID and people coming into the house. But it is the iBuying is unique because they are going to relist the property. So that means they're probably not going to pay you as high of a value
because they have to make money. So Zillow actually lost about over 300 million in the third quarter of 2021 from this program that they started.
And that's just from one quarter.
This is from one quarter after purchasing a lot of homes that were in higher prices than what they expected to sell them at.
Yeah, and so it was interesting because they were buying them for over the value, and a lot of them were at Zestimate prices, which is the reason why it's called a Zestimate. Not an appraisal, not an estimate, but what they call a Zestimate, right? So they were buying them at higher prices because they wanted market share. So they were actually overpaying for houses than what some of these other iBuyers companies and what we would offer as an iBuyer. And it was interesting because we could probably sell it for the same price that Zillow was buying it for, but they actually have to go in turn and resell the houses, and that was the problem.
That was the problem, and out of almost 10,000 homes that they bought in that quarter, they only sold about 3,000.
Yeah, so so first they said they were going to stop iBuying. They were like, hey, we're going to wind down the program. First they said they were going to just kind of not buy any more homes. And then they suddenly announced that they're actually going to leave the whole iBuying space because they realized that a lot of these prices, and it is harder to sell a home. It does require more than just sitting behind a computer and an algorithm.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I think it was because of the lack of knowledge of the local markets. These larger companies, they just zoom in, and not all homes are alike, right? Not all prices can be determined by just a computer. So
yeah, I mean, we were seeing Zillow homes, there was a lot of Zillow homes that were on hills. There was a lot of Zillow homes that had a power line at the back, or very funky houses, unique houses. And as an agent, what we would do is we would kind of take that into account for to reevaluate the price. But what Zillow was doing, they're like, oh yeah, we need the market share. What we believe was they need the market share, and they were overpaying for houses, and they weren't realtors. A lot of them weren't realtors, and they weren't using the realtor community, and that's why we were some of these offers. Last year when we had clients that had offers from Zillow, we were like, take it and run with it, because at the end of the day, Helen and I, we would love to list your property, but at the end of the day, it's about looking after our clients, and if we could not be able to get the price that Zillow was offering, we were like, hey, absolutely go for it. It's probably the best thing for you. And of course, Zillow was the one who kind of lost at the end.
Yes.
So, but that's really quickly in a nutshell. We just say, hey, we do offer iBuyers. We can bring you guaranteed offers, but we are realtors, and we'll work in your best interest. That's kind of the best thing that we can do. So.
All right, with that.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.